Anyone going commando?
Not today.
Okay, not today. Too cold. But I did. I went commando and I wore a dress. Yeah, I stepped outside and I was just like, summer breeze makes me feel fun. Ooh yeah. And I had to pick up my kids from school. And so I was walking down Wolseley, and every time I passed like a Wolseley parent, I'd be like, I have a secret. No, bitch. And because it's Wolseley, all the Wolseley parents were like, yeah, so what? Big fucking deal, we never wear underwear. Like, what's your problem? So I get to my kid's school, and I'm waiting outside the grade 4 classroom. And there's another parent and their child waiting outside as well. And I'm 36, the opposite of Albert. Still nice round numbers, right? Nice round numbers. I'm 36, and weird shit happens to your body when you turn 36. Like once you hit 30, it just, I'm not gonna say it goes downhill, but it gets a little wavy. And in my younger years, when I would menstruate, you'd get a few warning shots, right? You get the like pew pew, and it's like, oh, that's gonna happen. It's like getting a text message from your parents before they arrive at your house. You know, just like, hey, we're coming over. Don't be naked. And but once you hit your 30s, you don't get that anymore. It's just like a full-blown like, I'm here. And so that happened. That happened while I was waiting outside the grade 4 classroom. Just pow! I looked down and I was like, commencing Kegels right now. I stepped back a little bit so I didn't have to claim it. But then the kid next to me looked at it and was like, oh my God, Dad, a dead bird. Oh, shit. And then the dad looked at it and he was like, oh no, somebody must have dragged it in on their shoe. I was not gonna say anything about that. And then the kid was like, we should bury it, Dad. We should give it a burial service. And then the dad, he's like, yes, we shall. And he goes to pull out a hanky, because in Wolseley they don't use napkins, they use hankies. He's probably had it in his pocket for like years. And he goes to pick it up, and you can tell at this point, the smell hits him. That familiar smell hits him. But he's so, like, he's already invested, like he has to go for it. So he scoops up my uterine lining with his hanky, and he glances over at me, and I'm like, I too shall take part in the burial. I have tobacco in my purse. I have an honor song that I'm ready to sing. And we all go outside, and by that time there's already like a crowd of children who are ready to take part in this burial service. And he had to dig a hole with his hands. And as he's like plopping the dead bird into its hole, I sprinkled some tobacco on it, and I started singing, and I was like, way And then when I was singing, the kid just like broke down and started crying. He was like, oh, Dad, it's so sad. And then the dad was just like, I've had enough. And he scooped up the kid like a surfboard and like marched off. And as he was leaving, I was like, fare thee well. Have a sacred day. Being a parent is weird. It's weird being an Indigenous parent in this city.